You know, guys, it's been a few days, admittedly, since the Scat Master's been active at all on YouTube. Like, I haven't even tweeted, I haven't posted anything to the community page, haven't uploaded a video, haven't streamed in like 4 days or something like that. And the reason for that's very simple. I had midterms, so I kind of had to lock in, you know what I'm saying? But, guys, fear not, the Scat Master is back. We did it! And we're coming back with a vengeance, guys. Black Ops 6 is coming out in like 4 days or something like that. I think it comes out on Friday. So best believe we're gonna have a stream day one, okay? I know a lot of the gooch lickers out there, they're gonna be like, but do you dare let go? Shut the fuck up, alright? When you speak to the Scat Master, make sure you refer to me correctly, alright? I've seen a bunch of people on Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube just smoking Black Ops 6 for a few reasons. And I thought to myself, guys, it just doesn't feel right if the Scat Master's not in the mix talking shit alongside them, guys. And yes, I'm a little late, but the Scat Master's finally made it to the motherfucking party, guys. We're good off these midterms, we're good off these tests. Teacher asked me for an essay, I said, what the fuck are you talking about? You're talking to the motherfucking Scat Master, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I am back today with a video about Black Ops 6. And admittedly, before you gooch lickers hop in the comments section crying about me rage baiting, just know one thing. There's been a ton of information and news and leaks about Black Ops 6, and there's actually quite a few things that I find to be quite palatable. Like, I would tolerate it, and some of this stuff is not half bad, and even some things that I've seen some people make videos about negatively, I actually kind of disagree. But don't get it twisted. There is something in particular that I wanted to talk about today that's just rubbing me the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into it, guys, you already know what to do. The Scat Master's already hit 31,000 subscribers, which is insane. We're aiming towards 35,000 by the end of the year, guys. So make sure to leave a like on today's video and subscribe if you're new, if you want to slap Activision and these gooch lickers with that motherfucking scrote across the face. Anyways, guys, I decided, just to appease some of the fanboys and the taint eaters out there, why don't we just start with a few positive notes? Huh? The first thing, and I actually think this is very, very good, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Warzone Season 1 is reportedly set to start November 14th. The date was included in emails sent by Little Caesars Promotion. Alright, anyways, these guys are stupid, but if this game is coming out on like the 25th, and Season 1 starts November 14th, that is about 3-ish weeks before the first season starts and we get more content, and honestly, in my opinion, that's actually a good thing, because normally we'd have to wait a little bit longer, and we'll have to wait and see how long these seasons are spread apart, but normally these guys do a fucking piss poor job of doing this, so at least this time we're starting off on the right foot. The next thing that, in my opinion, I actually thought was good, and a lot of people have had very negative opinions about, are the prestige emblems. Now, you can say that they're AI generated, and I understand, I've seen the videos already, but they look mildly adequate, okay? I'm not gonna say they're god tier or anything like that, but they're certainly not the worst we've ever seen. Also, just the fact that we're getting regular prestiging, in my opinion, is actually a good thing. But are they AI generated? Let's be honest, guys, they probably fucking are, okay? I know the gooch lickers out there want to defend this crap, and they think that we're just nitpicking towards this, but let's be honest, they look like a fucking computer made it, okay? It looks like Stephen Hawking dreamt this shit up, and now it's in the goddamn game. Next. This next one's actually very important because it directly ties into what the topic and theme of this video is. After player requests for Call of Duty's Riot Shield to be nerfed or pulled from multiple games in the franchise, Activision has opted to leave the weapon out of Black Ops 6. Now check it out, guys. The Riot Shield, admittedly, is some fucking cheese, okay? It's not a good idea to have it in the game. I think it's fucking corny. I think if you use it on your back while you're going for camos and whatever the fuck, I think you're a corny little sassy bitch.
Now listen!
But it seems like they actually made the right decision in getting rid of this piece of crap, because we don't want to use it. Nobody uses it as a primary unless you're going for your camos or you're trolling. In which case, if you have it as a secondary, you're just a big back bitch, aka you're Carnage, the fat fucking slob piece of dog shit, Jabba the fucking Hutt.
Bro, what the fuck wifey gonna do to me? That nigga cannot fight for
and you're just deflecting and ricocheting bullets. And over here in the realm of common sense, we don't like that shit. But this does bring up the topic that players have been asking for this, right? We've been begging Activision and the developers to just stop including this piece of shit. And eventually, they listen to us. As you guys have heard me say in videos multiple times before, anytime there's good news to talk about COD, it is often paired with some really bad dog shit news that otherwise just makes no goddamn sense. And that is exactly what I have for you guys right now. This next tweet comes out from Doug Dimmadome Warzone.
Fuck you, Doug!
He says, Last Stand returns to Call of Duty in Black Ops 6 as a field upgrade. It's called the Morphine Injector, and it's unlocked at level 44. For a duration, fatal damage puts you into a last stand state. Teammates can revive you or get a kill to self-revive. And the reaction from the community should all across the board be the exact same. Yeah! What the fuck? Treyarch and Activision. Literally why? Okay, I understand we have it in that one prison escape VIP mode, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know what it's called. But we saw how that shit played in the beta, man. Whenever you went down and you were shooting at this guy going into last stand, as in he was transitioning into the last stand phase, you would either not hit a bullet on him or you would just get like an infinite amount of hit markers. And that's some bullshit. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of the same way it used to go back when we did have Last Stand. And after so many years of having that dog shit perk, we finally got it removed. And now for whatever ungodly reason you want to bring it back?
Bullshit always, man.
Literally why? We just got done talking about how it was the players' feedback that got the Riot Shield removed, and that is exactly the same thing that happened with The Last Stand. Why would you bring it back? And you might say, yo, Fooly, you're kind of nitpicking here, just like the whole prestige emblem thing, but it seriously begs the question, how out of touch is Treyarch and or Activision to even include this as a field upgrade? Of course, it's not a perk, so you're not always gonna have it, but to even have it as a field upgrade, like, why? I'm just confused. All it screams out to me as a player, as a fan, is that whatever feedback we have, sure, one day it might be taken into consideration, and we've seen that a couple of times. But in the drop of a dime, they could just bring it back just because. See, this is what I really do not like about the modern era of COD, because admittedly, and this is coming from somebody who is labeled as a COD hate channel, all I do is spew negativity, right? You're an absolute fucking pussy if you think that, by the way. I can at least admit when Call of Duty does something correct. Even in these dog shit dark ages of COD, MW 2019 era of CODs, all of these games have had significant amounts of issues. But every now and then they do something right. MW 2019 Part 3, people will claim it had some of the best post-launch content. And while that's true, the launch of that game, and admittedly Season 1 and kind of 2, were absolute shit.
That shit stinks.
Vanguard, and the way that you can choose what kind of game you played. What was that shit called? Combat style or some shit? And yet it was one of the poorest multiplayer experiences we've ever had, in addition to MW 2019 and 2019 Part 2.
That shit is a two-pack of ass.
And now we finally have Black Ops 6, a game that was supposedly made within 4 years. And I've already seen people move the goalpost about how it's, oh, when they say 4 years of development, like, you need to consider they're talking about making zombies for MW 2019 Part 3. All these fucking excuses, they're just moving the goalposts, right? All of a sudden, but when it's used for marketing, oh yeah, 4 years. Fuck you, man. You want to make that claim? Fine, keep the same energy though. 4 years of development, and you're telling me that within those 4 years, somebody genuinely thought it was a good idea to re-implement one of the most hated things in Call of Duty history. Again, you can get upset with me for nitpicking. If you don't want me to speculate, if you don't want me to make videos hating on the possibility as to why this is even a thing, then don't do it. I can guarantee you, if I were in charge, Last Stand would not be here. You as a viewer, you would probably decide Last Stand would not be there. And even if you're a gooch licker, if you're somebody who hates the Scat Master, I can almost guarantee that you too would not want Last Stand in the game. So why are there some people out there defending this? And you know what? After a couple of minutes of thinking, I kind of came up with an actual answer to this. And I saw this tweet as a reply under Doug Dimmadome Warzone's tweet about it, but this guy Beyond the Box says, In September, 402, which is Robert Bowling, explained why they add that type of horrible shit to the game. It's for bad players to be able to get a kill and feel good about themselves. Catering to the bad players has always ruined the game at a casual and competitive level for me, and likewise for myself, guys. I've made plenty of videos talking about why you probably shouldn't cater to these dog shit players this much. Like, it's okay if you want to add combat training as a mode or some light SBMM in the first like prestige or first 20 levels, something like that, right? Like, that's reasonable. But the extent that these bozos take it is just way too goddamn much. It makes me think that this might not actually be Treyarch's fault and it's actually Activision, because we already know how it goes. If you are a pisser in Call of Duty, you get catered to so goddamn bad, like these motherfuckers will literally hold your cock as you piss and wipe your ass for you.
Bro, what the f is you even talking about, bro?
And it makes you feel good about yourself to the point where you buy a bundle. These people literally cater to shitters because they spend more money in the shop. And with what Robert Bowling told us a couple of months ago, it actually does check out, at least in my opinion. And there's other people that are seeing it too. And so what I'm thinking is that Activision told Treyarch, hey, your Omni movement thing is too difficult for these old bald fucks and these goddamn pissers out here. Add something in there for the piss cans who keep on dying. And somebody over at Treyarch probably got hit in the head with a fucking cinder block, and they decided, you know what, let's bring Last Stand back. And even something like that, if you're using critical thinking, if you're not a gooch licking bitch in the comments section just crying over me, over some goddamn pixels on your phone screen, you might be thinking to yourself like, hey, if they're willing to bring back Last Stand, what else are they doing? And guys, that is the whole point here. What is Treyarch willing to do? What is Activision willing to do for the sake of protecting dog shit players and earning more money at the expense of people who like their game and actually play it and aren't piss stains?
Please! No!
And once again, more critical thinking here. These are themes that we've seen embedded in COD for a very long time, but especially MW 2019 to the present day. And as you know, these are some of the worst CODs we've ever fucking played. So in my eyes, it really does bear as bad news that we even have something like this existent in the game, because it just opens the door for more bullshit. And if you don't like people like me, if you don't like people like Blame Truth or anybody else that's complaining about COD, this is one of those things that gets us fucking yapping. You don't want us to yap, why the fuck would you add Last Stand in the game, bro? Come on, man. Like, even your own gooch lickers don't want this shit. If you're crying in the comments about me, tell me right now why you think a Last Stand deserves to be in the game. If your only criticism is that I shouldn't be making a video about this, not strong enough. Sorry. Rewrite it, re-comment, and stop bitching about somebody else bitching. Do something better. Guys, the next few videos are about to be a goddamn party. You guys are gonna enjoy it, I promise. There's gonna be a very nice stream on Friday to play the game, first time ever, and hopefully these stupid orangutans do not ban me this time. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. In your opinion, why in God's good green earth did they re-add Last Stand into Black Ops 6? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos, and yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.